Alright, what's going on guys? Storm6678 here, back with another tutorial. So right now, as you can see, we are loaded into Fortnite. The reason being, we are doing a cinematic tutorial. That's right guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to make your cinematics. This is long overdue. I know you guys have been asking for it, but before we get into it, this skin that I'm using, what's it called? Storm Strike. Huh. Oh no, that's the contrail. Mayhem is brand new in the item shop. So when you go to the item shop, make sure you go and purchase that and use code STORM6678. Alright guys, that'll help you with your edits. You'll get way better at editing and your cinematics will be flawless. Now, one more thing before we get started. It is proven that more than 70% of you aren't subscribed. I don't see why you guys can't subscribe. If you want to learn how to edit, if you want to get better, or if you just like Fortnite content and videos, like, subscribe. You can always unsub if you don't like it or if you get sick of it. So smash that fat like button, fat subscribe button, and leave a comment what you want for the next tutorial. Alright, without further ado, let's get into this. So, first things first, that's a common misconception. A lot of people go into creative mode to film your cinematics. That's a no bueno. I got so much shit for that. Because I didn't like match the hatch. Alright. You need to go into battle labs, right? And here in battle labs, right? If you click select battle lab, click play, and then match options. Alright, so here is where you're going to try to mimic the clip that you're making a cinematic for. So right now I'm making a cinematic edit. I will walk you guys through that process, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it on day, gravity, earth, like everything else normal. However, if say you're editing a clip and it's at night, you want to just switch this over to night mode. But I'm going to leave it on day. Press accept, and then you want to create your own battle lab, so you're going to launch that. Quick PSA, before you start, make sure you go to your settings right here, you go all the way down and you turn replays on for everything. Alright, just make sure replays are on for everything. Alright, apply, back. So we're loaded in, and as you notice, it says space to deploy snowflake, and now it says A. So one of the three major keys that you need to take into consideration, while I'm lagging so much, that you need to take into consideration is your camera movement, making sure you're using a controller so you can get that super smooth, super clean cinematic. And also taking your time, guys. You just need to take time with your cinematics. Alright. Oh, did not know that bounced. Alright, so I'm just gonna get some mats. I know I'm lagging. It's because when you do, if your computer can handle it, Xbox and PlayStation people, don't worry, but if your computer can handle it, you want to go to settings and make sure your graphics are on all the high settings you can handle. I have a pretty beefy PC, so I just set all mine to epic, and that'll just give you the best quality clips. You don't need to have it on epic for like filming these enemy bots. Yeah, like you don't need to have it on epic, excuse me, when you're running around making the cinematics, but when you're filming them, you definitely want to. Alright, so first things first. Ooh, I'm going to use that llama for a cinematic. So I typically spawn over holly hedges and then go from there, mainly because there's a couple rifts if I wanted to go somewhere else. So I'm going to use this dirt road for the cinematic. So I'm going to have one scene running with my pickaxes, run a little bit, and then next scene I'm going to have with my sniper, so I'm going to run with my sniper. And then next scene I'm gonna have on here. And it's going to be me crouched, scoping in, and shot with the reload. Might have it going this way so you can see the reload against the back. Alright. And then we'll have a scene where we're going to need a death scene, so I'm going to spawn an enemy. And then you're going to kill him. Alright. And then typically I'll just do a couple of emotes and use these. So I'll just use these, running using them, and then an emote right here. Do a random emote. Cool. And that's all I'm gonna do for this. So then you're just gonna leave the game. All right. All right. Cool. Now that we have what we're doing, right, everything's with the controller now. So we're gonna go to our replays in career, press Y, decline if you're on PC, and then click the most recent one, this one right here, confirm. So it's gonna load you in. Now the biggest thing with this is when you're using your controller, you want to make sure your drone attach. Alright. Alright, maybe I'll do gameplay for a little bit. So in order to speed up, just press up on your D-pad until you get to the point. We're where we want to start filming our cinematics, alright? We're using our controller. So one of the biggest things you want to do is you want to use, well, first things first, you got to go into drone attach, right? And then, so that's a good drone speed. You can speed it up by pressing B and slow it down by pressing X. Now, what I like to do is, see how the focal length is 22? I like to put it down to between 2 and 1. That just makes the blur different, and then you can change the focal length accordingly. Mess around with these camera settings so that it's like how you like it. All right, you got to be unique and add your own touch to your edits. So if you like it, honestly, just go with it, you know. Now, oh, that's already looking sick. So now what we're gonna do is major key is when you do the camera movement, make sure that you're using both analog sticks. So I'm backing up with the left and going to the right with the right stick. That's like the looking stick. Now I know it's hard to like envision because I don't have a hand cam, but if you look at any other cinematic tutorials, they say the same exact thing. You want to move like that. All right, especially for player scenes and world scenes. So I'm gonna open up this so I can actually see. You're gonna put the speed down to 0.25 or lower. You can do lower. I personally like 0.25. 0.1 is a little too slow for me. Make that disappear. And what I use to record my cinematics is my graphics card. So I have it programmed to use Alt 2 to start up, Alt 1, excuse me, to start recording. So I'm gonna hit Alt 1, wait for that to disappear, and then wait for my character to do what I wanted it to do. So she's running, right? And then as she's running, I'm gonna slowly zoom out. Alright, I hit a hill right there, but I'm gonna stop there. Alright, nice and slow. So then I'm gonna come over here for the second cinematic, pause it, start recording just before I start my cinematic, and wait for her to start moving, and then I'm gonna wait for her to start running, and then I'm just gonna come here, forward, and over her shoulder. Just like that. Alright. So now we have 2 cinematic. Ooh, I kind of like that. See, like, just mess around with it. If you like the angle, take the angle, you know what I mean? Like you see, that just looked bad, so I'll just delete that. So I'm hitting Alt-1 on my keyboard. You can open up, if you have an RTX or whatever for a graphics card, you can change, make sure instant replay is on, and you can go to settings and go to recording. Let me see it. Recordings, and you can choose where you can save your clips. And then I don't think I can do it while I'm, oh, keyboard shortcuts. So this is my keyboard shortcuts. You can copy it if you want, but capture is, oh, what? Oh, those are screenshots. Record. Alt-2 is to record the last 30 seconds, and then Alt-1 is to start recording when I want. Alright, so going back. Getting out of that. Alright. So now we're just going to speed it up by going up on the D-pad to where we want it. So I want it on the other side. Just wait for it to turn. Yeah. So I want the shot. So I'm going to zoom in here. And I'm just going to pan like this, right? So I want to slow the camera down because I want it to be a pretty slow scene. So I'm going to pan it over. Wait for it to stop moving. Come on. You got this. I'm waiting. This was me explaining why the wall was there. So you see how the camera's moving? I'm using both analog sticks for that movement. Alright, so we got that. Now, we're going to record the death scene with the bot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the focal length all the way up to 22. Just so it'll be zoomed in, like not blurred on the thing, and then you're going to want to go to drone free. Oh god, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. So you can speed up your camera movement with B. Slow it down with X. So he's going to die right around here. So I'm going to zoom out like this, or go around like that. Go like to the left. I'm going to make it go slower. Oh, I got to slow my camera down, honestly. Yeah. God damn. I didn't realize I waited so long to kill him. Awesome. That was a pretty nice cinematic, if I do say so myself. Now I'm going to go back to drone attach. Speed it up a little bit. I'm going to record the emote and the other stuff, and I'll see you guys when I'm there. Alright guys, so we're back in Sony Vegas, and I have everything synced up. I have my first clip basically prepared. I'll show you guys what I did to prepare that. Alright, so this is going to be my second clip. Disable resample. All you're going to do is you're going to go to where the clip starts. Alright. Oh, don't tell me I messed this up. I definitely messed this up. Oh, no. Wrong thing. Wrong clip, my bad. Alright, so I'm gonna go to where the clip starts. Make sure you right click, properties, disable resample, and then where you want the clip to start, you split it. Nope. I want it to start right there. And come over her shoulder. Awesome. Then when it gets there, I'm gonna have it. So what I do is, since I have the stupid activate windows, I just like to go to the beginning and zoom in that pan crop a little bit. Decreases the quality, but like when you're recording in highest settings, it's not really a big deal. So I'm gonna hold control on my keyboard and drag it to make it way quicker than what I recorded, right? We recorded super slow, and that's kind of why, so that it prevents frame drops actually a little bit, and it just makes it easier for velocity, to have velocity. So we have our first two clips. I'm gonna add my velocity. If you don't know how to do that, I did make a tutorial on how to do that. I need to remake it because I don't really have the best velocity. I'm still learning, but just do that real quick and then show you what I got. Fast fade, slow fade. Oh, not 20, 40. There we go. 40. And then if we press Shift B and pre-render this, we'll see how this looks. Alright, so that camera movement doesn't make any sense, and this is kind of what I was going to do. So you take this, you right click, and you reverse it, right? So when it goes in towards the other character. Now this velocity is way too fast, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and make it 300 and then see how that looks. So see how it's zooming, like constantly zooming in? So that's basically like how you edit the cinematics with similar camera movement. Now these cinematics don't have the best camera movement, but for the purpose of this tutorial, it was kind of how I personally make my cinematics, and then how I edit them. Now I just do some simple transitions with blur mode curves, as well as if I wanted to, I add a little bit of pan crop, but it depends on the video. Like this video is going to be a short cinematic video, so I probably won't use that much pan crop. Just smooth it up with blur mode curves and call it a day. But I'm just going to do a quick time lapse of me editing this, and then I'll show you the final product. Here we go. So there you have it, guys. That is essentially how to record cinematics. If it helped, leave a like. If it didn't help, leave a dislike and comment what I can do to help you out and make a better tutorial. But that's all I have for today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. As always, all the support's appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.